You are the people that you need.
Welcome. You have entered the Clubhouse Beyhive.
Lord Jesus is
A place where superfans talk about their queen bee.
Legend.
Yeah.
We share updates, interviews, and various topics.
You are Beyoncé. And
Beyoncé, Giselle Knowles Carter, is one of one. She's number one. She's the only one.
Period.
So, respect the queen and enjoy the show.
The Beehive, they got me.
Leave those bees alone, Beyonce.
Please welcome your Clubhouse Beyhive moderators.
Hello, good afternoon and welcome. I wanted to set the tone for today. I'm very, very excited. This is a celebratory room. We're just going to have an honorary bio read by my bestie Beyhive member, Dr. Sadie, icebreaker, some questions, and we're going to promote Destiny's Child Iconic Reimagined. For years, we've gathered here with music, artistry impact, the legacy of Beyoncé and Destiny's Child. My journey personally has started since the 1900s. Being a big fan, I was in the forums in the community with the fan club lady, Jeanette.
The team.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's very exciting. I can't wait to get more into that. I've met Beyoncé a few times. I've given her my artwork. This conversation is so meaningful, especially for me as a teacher, because my students help arrange this, Marquise Lightfoot. These are the moments that really matter to me as an educator, to see where he's come in life. His professional buildings and connections have allowed him to, serendipitously give back reciprocally. It's just incredible. So I want to thank Marquise for this opportunity and introduce our special guest, Dr. Knowles. Thank you for joining me today.
Well, this is a real honor, Courtney. I tell you, when we began this journey, we always realized how important the fans are. And Beyonce especially, she really cares and gives back. And I was just saying, we still have Jeanette.
Oh my gosh.
That's on a weekly call.
That's a child. Oh my gosh.
We're talking about Destiny's Child. We have some surprises that we'll be doing. We have about 5,000 to 6,000 hours of never seen before content.
Mm-hmm.
Child, Beyonce, Solange, and Kelly, individually and collectively, that we'll begin to start sharing on YouTube. Actually, some of it is beginning on YouTube now if you go to the Mathew Knowles channel.
Oh, I gotta get to that. I'm waiting for the launch of the DestinyChild.com. I saw that it's coming soon. I'm really excited about that. In your book, you had the Fab Five in UK. One of the friends of mine is Richard in that group. But in DC, we have the Fab Four here too. I do want to share with our listeners a bio read by my dear friend, Dr. Sadie. I'm going to play that before we get into our This Is That icebreaker.
Dr. Mathew Knowles is an entrepreneur, educator, author, speaker, professor, and music executive who influence spans business, education, entertainment, and culture. Born in Gadsden, Alabama, Dr. Knowles was part of the first generation of Black students to integrate schools in his community during the Civil Rights era. His educational journey continued as a pioneer for desegregation, attending the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga before transferring to the historic Fisk University in Nashville, Tennessee. There, he earned degrees in economics and business administration and became a member of Omega Phi Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Dr. Knowles later earned an MBA in strategic planning and organizational culture, as well as a PhD, further solidifying his commitment to leadership, education, and lifetime learning. Before entering the entertainment industry, Dr. Knowles built an impressive corporate career in medical and technology sales, holding leadership positions with Xerox, Philips Medical System, and Johnson & Johnson. In 1992, he took a leap of faith and founded Music World Entertainment that also expanded to gospel, a company that would become one of the most influential independent entertainment enterprises in the industry. Through Music World Entertainment, Dr. Knowles developed and managed Destiny's Child, helping transform the group from talented young performers into one of the best-selling female groups of all time. Under his leadership, the group earned Grammy Awards, American Music Award, BET Awards, and worldwide acclaim while helping redefine the landscape of contemporary R&B and pop music. Beyond Destiny's Child, Dr. Knowles managed and developed artists, launched multiple record labels, produced television and film projects, and established business partnerships across the United States, Africa, South America, and Europe. As a passionate educator, Dr. Knowles has taught at Texas Southern University, Prairie View A&M University, the Art Institute, Pepperdine University, and the London College of Contemporary Music. In recognition of his contribution to education and entrepreneurship, institutions have established both scholarships and academic programs in his name. As an author, Dr. Knowles has written multiple books focused on leadership, achievement, branding, entrepreneurship, and the music industry, including Destiny's Child Fulfilled, the story of Destiny's Child. Today, he continues to educate, mentor, consult, and inspire future leaders while preserving the legacy of Destiny's Child through his collaboration with Destiny's Child, the Iconic Reimagined, an immersive musical experience that reintroduces the songs of a generation through live streams, storytelling, audience participation, and a celebration of resilience, empowerment, and excellence. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Mathew Knowles.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Sadie.
Thank you. That was amazing.
Of course. Let's break the ice a little bit. This or that. I'm going to say one thing or another and tell me why you're picking that. You don't necessarily have to. You just answer. Let's start. Bills, 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 or say my name.
Say my name.
I love it. Bugaboo or jumpin', jumpin'?
Button.
Survivor or independent women?
Ooh.
The independent women got that DC3 forever look, but Survivor, that's what you are.
I would have to say Survivor because I'm grateful to be one of the co-writers.
Yeah, I want to get into that. Actually, can we jump into there right now? That's something that still just boggles me. In Destiny's Fulfilled, you shared that you are singing on the track. Can you elaborate more on that, please?
Yeah. The chant in the background. I must about what? That's actually me.
Because you have credits on there.
Yeah. Just happened to walk into the room and said, it's missing something. And Beyonce listened. We added that and some other things. And so, not just because I co-wrote it, but being a cancer survivor.
Yes.
6 years ago when I was being rolled into surgery, that was a song I had in my head before I went under the anesthesia. I was humming to myself, I'm a survivor. I'm going to make it. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep on surviving. It was a song of strength, empowerment, resilience. So that's why it's special to me.
A very special song. My mom is also a breast cancer survivor, and every month that song is played for whatever walk we do, whatever fundraising we're going. Survivor is always played, and I actually would like to see the data of that on October, how much that song goes up, because that is an anthem.
So Courtney, there's another thing about that song. You appreciate this as a fan.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, in the 90s and late 90s and early 2000s, we used to get these like sacks of fan mail.
Mm-hmm.
And we would open Jeanette. That was her responsibility. And she ran into my office. You got to read this. You got to read this. It was a letter from a fan who had gotten in the bathtub, put the water, she was going to commit suicide. Had the razor in her hand, about to slit her wrist in the kitchen. She had the radio and the song Survivor came on. And it saved her life from committing suicide. Those are some of the special things that song has done for others.
That's giving me chills. Yeah. It's a song I actually played a lot through some adversity I've gone through as well. So I relate to that. Very, very powerful song to this day.
Yeah. Thank you.
Soldier or Lose My Breath?
Lose My Breath.
Girl or Cater to You?
Girl.
Emotion or Brown Eyes?
Emotion.
Let's switch to Beyonce. Crazy in Love or Love on Top?
Love on Top.
Formation or Break My Soul?
Break My Soul.
Ooh, Break My Soul is like, the daughter of Soldier and Survivor, I feel like. But yeah, Cuff It or Texas Hold'em?
Cuff It.
Let's go to Solange. Cranes in the Sky or Don't Touch My Hair?
It doesn't even matter what the next.
Yeah, you're all over that album. Losing You or Almeida?
Losing.
Let's go to some family things. Alabama or Houston?
Houston.
Okay. The classroom or the boardroom?
Classroom.
I agree. Teacher to teacher. Writing a book or teaching a course?
They're both really the same, but writing a book.
Yes. That can be handed down a course, just those group of people gotten it. Destinies Fulfilled, the book or Iconic Reimagined project?
Iconic Reimagined.
The eras of Beyonce, Destiny's Child era or Cowboy Carter era? Which one do you love the most?
The first one. What was first?
Destiny's Child era.
Destiny's Child.
Yes. When people see you in public and they, come up to you and ask you questions, what is something people may be surprised to know about you and something they get wrong about you?
They're always surprised that I am as tall as I am. I'm 6'4".
Ooh, my goodness.
So they're always surprised. I didn't realize you were this tall. and they always say, I didn't realize you were this nice. Or I didn't realize you were this smart. Those are some of the things.
Multiple degrees, earned PhD. Yes. Okay, so absolutely. And I would also want to know, we're talking about you in school. You've taught students in college, you've mentored artists, and you sat on the board, the board education for your girls, Beyonce and Solange, when they're in grade school.
You done real.
Yes, this is the sacrifice that you have is not. No one can really all the way see. That was just in books. I'm sure there's so much more that I can't even fathom, But what lesson would you find yourself teaching over and over and over and over again? Like no matter where you are, whether it's your family, the classroom, and business, what is the same lesson that you've seen thread through all of your ventures?
Passion.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Find your passion. Because when you live your passion, you never work a day in your life. So it's all about finding one's passion.
Yeah, I would agree with that. That's, speaking of my student Marquise, I love teaching. I'm never leaving the classroom. I love art. I'm an art teacher, so I can resonate with that. I hope to go another 25 years.
Well, because what I also say over and over, Courtney, is what coexists with passion is work ethics.
Yeah.
And when you see Beyonce, for example, and a lot of people like, she's doing too much. She's always doing, she loves what she's
Yeah.
doing. So to us, it might seem like work. To her, it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm a Virgo. I can relate to her. So I'm an overachiever.
Dream. And it's the same with anyone I know, you know, from Kobe Bryant to Michael Jordan to Serena. I mean, these folks are the very best in the world at what they have done, but they love it and they practice to be the best at it in the world. They put in the work. That's because they're passionate about it.
And, you know, as you're talking, you hear, you know, people just, I guess it's just their, you know, they love Beyonce so much. And they're like, when's she going to retire? When's she going to retire? She's said in several interviews that's not on her radar. She's not interested in retirement. This is what she loves to do. Art is her medicine, you know? So I can relate to that as an artist. I will be painting all the way my whole life, and I'll be teaching just as hard. So I can't agree with you more.
Same for me, Courtney. I'm 74 years old, and I'll be speaking and teaching all of my life.
I am. It's impressive. Yeah.
Retirement is not a word in my vocabulary.
Yeah.
No.
My mom, we taught at the same school, and she taught for 46 years. So she's retired now. But that's the type of background I come from. And, you know, I'm sure Beyonce feels the same way with a father like you who's still working, as you're saying. That's not in the vision. That's not what I grew up seeing. So.
And it's not work for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, what am I supposed to do? So what am I supposed to do if I'm not creating? Am I supposed to, like, I don't understand people always trying to retire people. So. Yeah. I'm also just really excited to meet you in person in DC and see the Iconic Reimagined. This is the second time it's come to DC. I didn't get to go to the other one because that was my late father's birthday. So I celebrate him a different way on that day. But when people are going to the show, what song have you noticed that particularly gives people a reaction, or is that giving things away?
That's giving things
Okay.
away.
Okay.
A reaction.
Yeah.
But let's not give that one away.
Right. Let's bring it on back a little bit because we're not ready to give that away. Yeah, because I do want to know, out of all the songs that we even talked about were this or that, and let's not pick Survivor. Is there a song that you particularly enjoy the most from Destiny's Child?
Yes, I love the remake that they did because, you know, when you do a remake, it's important to make it your own.
Yes.
And have it sound, and the vocal arrangement that Beyonce came up with in Emotions.
Yes, yes.
I love that. We asked everybody to take their cameras out on that song. It's such, with the strings, it's such a beautiful sound.
I'm looking forward to that. You know, I want to go back to Destiny's Field book, just some amazing parts I remember seeing, and just want to ask you about. You shared that Prince expressed interest in the girls singing, and looking back, how did you receive that level of recognition from someone as legendary as Prince?
The girls were really, and they were girls then.
Yes.
They were 12, 13 years old. They were working in Sausalito, California on the very first album at 12, 13 years old. I was not involved at that time other than as a parent. And this renowned studio record plant, Prince, Donna Ross, every who's who of music was recording there. And a number of people noticed, who are those little girls in that room? And who is that one right there? So that was a recognition they were getting at the age 12 and 13. And going to Star Search and having that opportunity at 13, and working with Daryl Simmons, and who was the partner of Babyface and L.A. Reid, and working with late Dwayne Wiggins with Tony. So it's Wyclef. It's been amazing, amazing artists that they've had the opportunity to work with.
Well, more on that. What are some of the artists that never make the, documentaries or the books? What are, that showed particular interest in them or mentored them?
That never made the album or made the...
Yeah, just like the documentaries and all the books, what, artist or mentor?
Acknowledged. I mean, pretty much.
Yeah, you got to everyone. Yeah, to Wiggins and everyone.
Yeah, because we're big on acknowledging people that help.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of anyone we haven't acknowledged.
Right. Yeah.
No, I can't.
Yeah, the list goes on, and it's just all so impressive. Just some questions, maybe some fans may not have heard before. Maybe some fun things. If Destiny's Child had a yearbook, what would Beyonce, Kelly, and Michelle be voted most likely to do? Like, Michelle most likely.
I can speak of Michelle.
Okay.
But I can't speak of Kelly and Beyonce.
Okay.
Because when I think of a yearbook, I always think like elementary, middle,
yes,
and high school.
And Michelle came in her early 20s. Yes.
Kelly lived with us from the time she was 11.
Mm-hmm.
And so she actually was in high school. And they both, I think, would say the same thing, that they would one day be stars in entertainment.
Yep. And I mean, just the manifestation of that.
And the same with Solange.
Yep. And we're just here now in hindsight. And it's just, I love that you are honoring the legacies of these girls, Solange and Michelle included. I want
to just say something on that, because I think
it's
important. When the young lady did such a wonderful job of introducing. But there's one thing I do want to say. Destiny's Child in 2005 won the World Music Awards. This is an organization that really get the facts on the number of records being sold.
Mm-hmm.
They were acknowledged and given the trophy for the number one female group in pop and R&B of all times by the World Music Awards. No other artist has ever won an award saying that they're the best pop or R&B girl group.
That's not acknowledged enough.
And I just ask your fan base, go and just Google World Music Awards. Surprisingly, and what we did to surprise the ladies is Babyface and Usher came on the stage and serenaded them, surprised them with Cater to You.
Mm-hmm. I remember that performance, yep.
And so, that's remarkable. Also around that same time, from 2000 to 2009, a decade, Billboard magazine, which is we call the Bible because factual data. This is factual data, not something Mathew Knowles made. Destiny's Child was the number one female group for the decade. Beyonce was the number one female artist, 2000 to 2009.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think a lot of people know that these women have been acknowledged as being the very best female girl group ever.
Ever. Yes. By the world, acknowledge that. The data proves it.
Absolutely.
It's not opinion. It's not opinion based. Absolutely. Yeah, just incredible legacy. Let's see. I want to talk a little bit more about your branding and businesses. You know that that's how we're able to reach the audience. I am the consumer. I've bought everything. I've got all the perfumes. I got all the things, and I just love that I'm not stopping. I'm still consistent. All this is updated. I'm all the way up to Cowboy Carter. Okay, so I've got all the things. So let's talk about this. Career building with brands and businesses. And I want to ask about one of the projects Beyoncé has in particular of Sir Davis coming to life. What makes you most proud, not as an executive, but as a father, to see how she brands and how personal it is?
Yeah, I can tell she was paying attention from her dad.
Oh, yeah.
When I got into the music industry, I went back to school because I believe knowledge is power. I practice what I preach. So I actually went back to several music business courses, artist management, artist production, marketing. My key has always been marketing. And Beyonce has learned from that. She really knows and understands marketing and digital marketing. I was very proud of Sir Davis for a number of reasons, because Dave Hogue was my grandfather. I spent many summers in Marion, Alabama as a kid from 6 years old to maybe 12, going to Marion, Alabama, because I love being around my grandfather, 6'6", good-looking guy, strong, confident, with 200 acres of land, farmer and moonshine distributor. So for her to honor my grandfather, she never had a chance to meet him, but I did, and he was an amazing entrepreneur. You see, Beyonce is 4th generation entrepreneur.
Wow.
I'm 3rd generation.
That's news.
Entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And my grandfather, Dave Hogue, started that entrepreneurial spirit in our family.
And if you could give a little background on, I know, but for the audience, Sir, being called Sir, where did that come from?
There's a chapter in my book. I've written 5. This one is Racism from the Eyes of a Child. And I have a chapter that says they called him Mr. Because when I was a kid, me and my first cousin, we were there in Marion with my grandfather, Dave Hogue, and these white men knocked on the door because he was a regional moonshine distributor, and they wanted to buy some moonshine. And when my grandmother opened the door, they said, "Is Mr. Hogue here?" And so actually the chapter is, they called him Mr. And I think that the Mr. and Beyonce played on the word Mr. Sir. And my grandson is Sir.
Right.
And I think that's the connection.
Yes.
Which 2 days ago, I was there in New York with Rumi and Sir celebrating their 10th birthday.
Oh my gosh, 10 years old. This is just like, slow down. Even with the legacy of your grandchildren, I mean, you're seeing it all over again with the marketing and branding, especially with Blue, being able to do, partnerships with books and Disney. I'm just curious of some other partnerships that maybe we're not seeing as much. I know we see Jules with H&M, with your grandchildren. Yeah.
Just sent me a text. Jules called me Papa G. Each one of my grandkids call me a different name. Papa G, grandfather, grandpa, granddaddy. So Jules just sent me a text. He's in Paris right now.
Oh, wow.
He's doing 3 campaigns, and in his text he said, for the first time, I'm making a lot.
The partnership and the branding, that's what you talk about a lot. Yeah.
The one thing I do want him to do, and I say it every chance I can, I want him to really think about what I told him. He should add to his name Jules Knowles Smith.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll be surprised how many doors that will open for him as we branded the last name Knowles.
Yep. That is, why we always make sure we say all of Beyonce's names. Yes, you honor your husband, you honor your father, you keep all of the names. Yeah, I definitely agree.
Knowles.
Yes.
Tina Knowles.
Right.
Mm-hmm. All the power and strength of the brand.
And, I want to talk more about legacy. Which role you feel has taught you the most about people? You've met all different type of people. I mean, I can't even imagine the hundreds of different personalities that you meet and that you inspire and you teach. But which role? Businessman, educator, manager, father, mentor, author. Which one of these roles do you feel has taught you the most about sociology, like just people and how people operate?
I think they all have.
Oh, they all have. Yep.
It's not one thing. I think they all have taught me something and inspired me. For example, talk to do ratio.
Yep.
Understanding how many people really follow up and do what they say versus just saying stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Father role has taught me the importance of being present as a father. So they all, in the classroom has taught me things. I'm constantly learning and evolving. So they've taught me all of those have taught me something.
I love that. Unless you are going to do it, once you say it, you are held accountable. You've said it, now you must follow up with that. And actually, I'll have a follow-up in the back by the plant. I will be sending you one of my art pieces. So look forward to that one. Before I get into my last question, I do want to let you talk freely of things we may, what should we expect outside of spoiling anything or any other things to look out for Iconic Reimagined or anything, any of your ventures as the fans?
Yeah, we might next 2 weeks from now make an announcement of something I'll be doing in Milan, Italy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We leave, my wife and I, next Sunday to go to Bologna where I'm speaking. But there's something I've been working on in Milan, Italy. Hopefully we can announce very soon. Destiny's Child Iconic Reimagined Tribute. We just announced 6 cities, and we're coming back, to DC, but we will be announcing 8 more cities, fourth quarter.
Okay.
West Coast.
Okay.
Starting in Phoenix, going to Los Angeles, Orange County, San Diego, Oakland, Portland, and I've left off a couple.
Is Vegas one of them, maybe?
Las Vegas, yeah.
Okay, because who you were speaking of, who did the intro earlier, that's my best friend, Dr. Sadie. So she was a little sad that she didn't see Vegas on there. So we got some information there. Yes, and actually I might have to
honoring, the empowerment, because Destiny's Child was about female empowerment.
Yes.
And those songs were written with that in mind. When they would write those songs, it was female empowerment is what it was all about.
Yep. And I needed that. I needed that growing up.
Yeah. Yeah. And this, imagine walking into a room and there's thousands of candles and up to that 500 people and a string quintet, and with an upright bass to give us that urban sound.
Mm-hmm.
The culture of Destiny's Child and the energy in a room. And most people don't realize half of Destiny's Child's songs have strings in them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was just listening to Survivor today, and Survivor, the song in particular. That ding, 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 yeah, that's a very heavy violin.
So that's something we've always put it on in their music, that they put in their music. So it's really exciting moment. You know, everybody comes real chic and the energy and joy. The ladies are just singing their hearts out. One show, someone got engaged. So you never know what's going to happen at these shows.
Yep, be prepared for a gift from me.
I give backstories to narrate.
Oh, yeah, I did see some samples of that. So that, that's priceless to a super fan like me. I could watch, documentaries on Beyoncé and Destiny's Child all day. Like you mentioned earlier in earlier stories, Beyoncé in particular saved my life. So I enjoy everything sincerely.
Beyoncé is so gifted and talented and has such a kind spirit. She's just a unique individual that just loved people. Never, she was just officially, I think it was Forbes magazine. They do research. Yep. They officially named her a billionaire. And I had an interview. Somebody was like, well, how does she feel about that? I have never, ever heard Beyonce talk about money at all. This has never been about money to her. This has been her love of music and her love of her fans. And she's an amazing songwriter. We forget that she was first Black female ASCAP songwriter of the year. She's the genius in a room with Destiny's Child and coming up with those amazing harmonies, lyrics. Having won more Grammys than anybody ever in the music industry. She's done some phenomenal things with humility. She's a really humble woman.
Yeah. And the Forbes listed it that she, achieved this with music.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's the important thing right there, because, it's not different things. I won't say anything particular not to harm any other artists, but yeah, it was done through music. Yeah. So, I love Destiny's Child. It's helped shaped the soundtrack of my life. When a young person attends Iconic Reimagined and they're hearing these songs for the first time, what do you hope they learn about Destiny's Child in this event? What are the possibilities for them to achieve?
Anybody that's come to the show has heard these songs for the first time because they heard their mother,
right?
Mother sing.
Exactly. Yeah, that's almost impossible because it's from the womb.
Man, anybody?
It's not happening, actually. It doesn't happen. I love that. It can't even happen. Right. It's impossible. Right. Because I was, putting headphones to my womb with my son. Yes. I do want to thank you for your time today. Well, this is just, I can't even tell you how blessed I am right now.
And thank you for being a super fan.
Thank you.
Thank you for being that. And again, I hope everybody, unfortunately, we're selling out of these tickets, Courtney, so people had better, that's why we put them on sale early, because, that traditional, I'm going to wait till the week before. There would be no tickets the week before. Already sold out of front row seats.
And you can get VIP and meet you. The people understand,
Encouraging you that's listening today to go now to destinyschild.com. Don't wait. We want you to get the best seat and also get that VIP experience. You get
A lounge. Yeah.
a copy of the book Destiny's Child Untold Story.
Mm-hmm.
You also get a laminate. You get some nice champagne and wine and photos, and you get to meet people like yourself that are super fans.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely, pulling up with the party bus and all the people. So I have my crew with me.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I want to also thank you for preserving the legacy of Destiny's Child because, the girls have gone on to their own solo ventures, but I will never forget DC3 Forever. Okay, that is,
And
I was just, yeah.
because we want to honor them
Mm-hmm.
and then give a tribute to all the things they've done for their fans and the community. They did a lot in the community, Kelly and Michelle and Beyonce. And also I acknowledge Latavia and Latoya and
Mm-hmm.
some of the other, when I became manager, it was like at one point there had been over 30 little girls in
Yeah, Angie Beyonce was in The Girl's Time. Everybody was in it, no.
People feel like changes. It's always been
It's always been changes. I know that.
You think I made a change?
Right.
A lot of changes.
Right. Latavia's cousins were in there. The twins. There was all kind of things going on. Dancers. Yeah.
You look at the dance. The group has never been evolving, and I'm just very proud to have played a role with it. And I'm happy for Kelly and Michelle and Beyonce. When I came up with this crazy idea in 2002 that each one of them should do a solo music project, and I wanted them to find themselves and their passion individually. Michelle loved gospel and had 4 #1 gospel albums, loved Broadway. So I made sure we got her on Aida, and now she's on Broadway 25 years later.
Yep.
Kelly.
I've been there too. Yep.
Kelly internationally is the biggest star. I mean, in Australia specifically, Kelly is loved, adored. She's done many reality shows in Australia and London, and has done TV. So each one of those ladies have a lane to themselves now individually, and I'm proud of that. That was the goal, that they would have a lane and a career individually. Who knows?
Yep.
Maybe one day they'll do something. I hope so.
Invite me. There's got to be some kind of, fan experience. Think of me first.
This is it for today.
Yes, we'll reimagine. Yes.
Reimagined Tribute. So I encourage everyone to get their tickets, destinychild.com today. Thank you, Courtney.
Thank you. And thank everyone for joining us today. Have a great rest of your day.